back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hear me out, beautiful souls. We're going to be channeling messages from the ancestors. Today is July the 28th, 2025. And so, if you would like to stay, I would like to ask you to please take off your shoes, baby. Take a deep breath in, all right? We open sacred space, releasing any urgency. And releasing the energy of other people. Anything that we have taken, consciously or unconsciously. I open myself up, to serve as a vessel for our most venerated ancestors, and we ask to please help us know what is it that we need to be aware of. Okay, and so we begin. Show you guys. Sorry, confused here. Alright, so hear me out, my loves. Don't get desperate. Stand here. Stand your ground. The ancestors want you to stand your ground. That's exactly what I'm hearing. Stand your ground, okay? This is about your self-worth. This is about your self-value. This is about your inner authority, your self-empowerment. This is about honoring the beauty of your authenticity. Okay? Some of you are going to be traveling. Some of you are manifesting a beautiful vacation or visiting family. They want to remind you to stand your ground, to stay consistent, to put the efforts. They're speaking about blessings, reconciliations, coming together, family reunions. They also want to speak about the power of your authenticity, okay? Some of you are very gifted when it comes to your throat chakra. Some of you have a lot to share, a lot to express. However, you are holding back. And they're saying it's time to embrace the fullness of your expression. They want to speak about some of you feeling lonely. Okay, some of you feel like lonely. And what they're saying is the moment you allow yourself to show up, the moment you give yourself the opportunity to do you, those who resonate and relate will come into meeting you. They want you to honor who you are, your self-expression, the beauty of you. They want you to value yourself, to value your gifts, your talents, and they want you to put the efforts and put the work. Okay? If some of you are desiring to manifest moving away, okay, changing your residency, I see that also happening. Okay, they're showing me a building. Holy cow, every time. These energies are so strong, you guys, you have no idea, or maybe some of you do who are channels. Holy cow. All right. Okay, they also want to speak about your artistry, you guys. Some of you are very artistic, very creative. You have gifts, you have beautiful gifts. You have the capacity to bring beauty to this world through your artwork, through working with jewelry, painting, writing, poetry, playing music instruments. Some of you have no idea what's living within you when it comes to your self-expression. However, there's hesitancy, okay? Some of you are being called to step up when it comes to, like I said, your leadership. They're saying that you have the blessing, the capacity to bring and move people, to bring people together. but it's important to take on that leadership position. And now, when it comes to leadership position and you showing up and choosing to speak your truth and choosing to honor your beauty, okay, your spiritual gifts, then they want you to think about the bigger picture of things. Bigger picture thinking. Don't you make yourself a small. Don't just stay in places where you feel comfortable. They want to challenge you into really seeing yourself for who you really are. Okay. They're also speaking about how some of you, yeah, need to get out of your comfort zone and expand and share your gifts and your talents. Many of you are meant to be seen and heard by many, but some of you are kind of like hiding in the shadows or staying in little spaces instead of using the fullness of your energy. Okay, look, here comes the witch doctor. Many of you, like I said, have the capacity to bring people together. Many of you, just by showing up, just by speaking, just by your presence, you can move people and you're helping them process. You can bring new perspectives. You can do energy healing. You can motivate people. You can make them think things all the way through it. And so they're saying, you know, you need to give yourself the space, and they want you to think bigger. You are meant to be seen, you are meant to be heard, because what you bring and what you offer is and seeing the star here is very unique. Okay, you got, I'm gonna say star qualities, but you know what I mean by that is that many of you have a very powerful aura. Okay, you have an ancient soul, and there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of love and compassion and kindness, like that you can help people. Okay, you can use it, sorry, to help people. This make me feel like my body goes to sleep and then the ancestors are just taking over. All right. That's how I feel, like tripping on some kind of tea. All right. They want to talk about your resources and harvesting, and they want to talk about, yeah, some of you have this energy of um, that carries innocence, it carries understanding, spiritual understanding, it carries a lot of compassion, you know. And they're speaking about how many of you too might be kind of youthful or young looking or young in years, but it's true, you know, they want you to think about your soul and to really expand when it comes to thinking about what you got to offer to the world. They want you to think about how can you expand in your craft, how can you, you know, grow, evolve, how can you just start kind of creating for some of you something that is yours. They're speaking about we being in during these times where we can all create, you know, we can all create and participate in the creation. um, yeah, in creation from a place of conscious awareness, of course, with grace, with compassion, with wisdom, right? Yes. Oh, the burping. So master number 22 is super important here. Number 77. Okay. The number 3. For some of you, be aware of getting involved in the middle of situations that where you don't have to. You don't have to. That's what they're saying. You don't have to place yourself or put yourself in those situations. Okay. You have two ancestors here. They're very strong. Very, one is very feminine, one is very masculine. Okay, and they are really wanting for you to like take ownership and leadership over your life and over your spiritual gifts. Like I said, some of you are very gifted. You are very gifted, and they want you to expand and you're learning. Some of you are meant to be visiting, traveling, or going places where you're going to find mentors and teachers. Some of you need to start trying working with herbs, just going into your roots and really, really allowing, the showing me the hands that you have the capacity to infuse, okay, to activate the healing qualities of the herbs, of the earth, of crystals, of I'm even seeing wire. Okay, you have the capacity to work with that. You can use it for goodness, for greatness, so that you can also, some of you can pass the hand on people and help with healing. Okay, so there's a lot of doubting your gifts and your talents. For some of you, there's a lot of holding back here, and you have a whole crew saying, remember who you are, remember where you come from. Okay, you are meant to be expanding in your craft. They're saying go deep within your lineage, go deep within your lineage. You're going to be guided to research, to read books, some kind of material is going to resonate with you, some kind of, yeah, some kind of you're gonna receive guidance, so you must follow, right? You must follow. Anything else? Yes, we're gonna use these ones now just for confirmations. Okay, so once again, it's time for expansion. Remember to use the power of your words and your actions and your thoughts wisely, because you know you get what you put out there. Once again, they want you to get into just doing things that make you feel passionate. Some of you have been experiencing a period of yeah, loss and depression, and they are really wanting for you to choose to help yourself, you know, to invest in your craft, to get serious and committed. They're saying you're never alone, we're always with you. Okay, we have the family, the house, the home. This is about your heart. Some of you, you know, you have overcome heartache and heartbreak, losses. For some other of you, this is also the energy of romance, of developing interest, a love interest, or going deep within connections or healing connections. You're being asked to express how you feel. For some of you, yeah, your heart is healing. Okay, your sense of belonging. There's a sense of thrive and connection, and you having the capacity to show in leadership. What I said, you have the capacity to lead people with your heart. Very yeah. Mm-hmm. You're someone very very connected, very grounded. You have the capacity to ground. It's showing me like tree roots, like your energy ground people. And so some of you have the power of the words, of speaking up and bringing perspective and that energy of leadership. But you have to take on, you need to be comfortable with taking on the spot. You need to stop hiding or going around people, making yourself small. You know what I mean? Or being comfortable. They're saying some of you is this, is there's this feeling of, I don't have to like take over, I don't have to do that. But they're saying it's not about that. It's about how big your energy is and the capacity that you have to move people, and to be very intentional about how you want to work and how you want to do things. And so it is okay to participate in groups. However, you can also impact people. Okay, some of you are being guided to open a YouTube channel, to start, boom, just sharing. You know what I mean? They're talking about expansion, growth. They're also speaking about resources. They also are speaking about expansion and really honoring what you have to offer to the world. We have the Eight of Diamonds, and the Eight of Diamonds speaks about resources, wealth, prosperity. They're saying, you know, it's all here. Some of you are waiting, and they're saying, what are you waiting for? You need to invest in your gifts and your talents, and you know, you have to stay committed, you have to practice, you have to take time to invest then it will come the time where you harvest. Some of you will be harvesting very soon. That's what I'm hearing. Why? Well, because you guys have been putting the work. So you need to find yourself, where you at on your journey, and have you take a leap of faith? Are you thinking about it? Have you been investing in it? How do you feel? Some of you, I'm hearing with this Five of Clubs here, the energy of change and the energy of action and the energy of leadership, choosing to move forward. If some of you, one direction has not worked, then you need to take a look at other direction. What is it that you're not seeing? They're speaking about opportunities. Opportunities are not there. Opportunities are here. You make those freaking opportunities as you take a leap of faith. You are the creator. You're writing the script. So what story are you telling yourself about lack? Oh my God. What story are you telling yourself about lack? About, oh, there's nothing out there. Oh, it's all taken. Oh, there's so many people doing that. They're saying, no, that's just, you are restricting creation. Once again, this is powerful. What's happening here? You are the one. You create the opportunities. But this happens when you take on leadership. This happens when you recognize your capacity to manifest beauty in this world. And beauty is not the superficial definition of beauty and just the physical aspect. No, it's the whole thing. Okay? You can manifest beauty, serving as a reflection for others. You can manifest, express beauty, and trigger beauty within your self-expression, doing your things, your craft, by existing as you. Inspiration, inspirational beauty is artistry, is the bigger picture. You know what I say? You know what I'm saying? So right now it's time to put the efforts. It's time to also attend to your physical vessel. Some of you have been in this journey of self-love, self-worth journey. They're saying keep on doing it. Speak to your body. Pray on the food you eat, right? Some of you have you have concerns about your health. They want you to use the power of your words, your intentions, to use the power and the knowledge as a witch doctor, as a healer. Speak wealth, health, prosperity unto you, into your vessel, into your organs. They're saying don't restrict creation. Stop restricting creation, okay? Take care for yourself. What are you eating? What are you drinking? What are you putting inside your body? That's a representation of the level of self-worth and self-love and what you value. Some people want to distort this idea, but in truth, yes, you are what you eat. Yes, if you don't move, what's going to happen? Yes, we don't care for our health. What, right? What is it that you're eating? What are you ingesting? And this is not coming from a place of judgment, but these ancestors, I just have to honor what I'm hearing. And this is what they're saying, because it's an act of love. And they're speaking about stamina and not settling down just because, oh, I'm this age, or because my family has been this way, overweight, or let's say, oh no, all of us are very skinny and we don't grow muscles. That's just restrictions that's imposed. And so they're saying, and anyways, they're saying it's not about that, it's about you and what is it that your physical vessel is asking you for. They're also speaking about sacrifice. If you want to receive health, you have to sacrifice what is taking you away from health. All right? Okay, cool. Yeah, this, I have to honor it. I get it. I hear a laugh, and it is what it is. We have the Six of Diamonds. Six of Diamonds, they're speaking about, like I said, there's a sense of nostalgia. There's something about having to walk away, take some time off. Some of you are in need to go away, to go deeper within your healing. Some of you are holding back. And what happens when we're holding back, when we're settling down, when we're not truly expressing our gifts and our talents, then it becomes depression. Ooh, pressure on my left ear, and they're speaking to me about that. I feel you on top of me. um, for some of you are experiencing nostalgia and heartache and heartbreak. Um, okay, they want you to really see it with those emotions, with those feelings. They really want you to allow yourself to feel. Um, to give yourself the chance to grieve, find the bigger picture of what's really happening. Okay, for some of you there are problems with when it comes to communication, communicating how you feel. There's a sense of holding back. Oh my god, I just got scared, like I want to express myself. But then there's this misunderstandings, and there's for some of you kind of like distance, or some of you might be feeling distant. um I don't know, I just heard someone is approaching. For some of you, someone is approaching. I don't know what this is. There's what is this? The Four of Clubs. This speaks about, in particular, the message here, it speaks about betrayals, miscommunications. This feels very romantic. For some of you, this is about you being triggered by a relationship, okay? And there's some kind of dance, some kind of pattern, repeated a pattern within connections, and healing needs to happen in the heart. That's what I'm hearing. Mm-hmm. So some of you might be going through something that is triggering what needs to be seen, loved, and understood in order to manifest healing. For some of you, there are opportunities to reconcile. For some of you, you already know that it's just what it needs to be done. But there are some inner child wounds. Yeah. Okay. We have the energy of someone. Once again, there's relationships, someone thinking of you or you thinking about somebody. There's like wondering. I am wondering about what if I'm feeling butterflies in my belly. um, yeah, this can be you looking at someone. This can be you and someone who are thinking things all the way through it. However, there's this energy of love and connections. For some of you, we have to become vulnerable and open. For some other of you, this is speaking about your finances and your sense of self-worth, and yeah, your self-worth. The ancestors are saying that it is important to ask yourself, where are you holding back? Why are you holding back? They want you to work on your self-esteem. For some of you, you might feel like going deeper within a connection, but there's something about your sense of self-worth or self-esteem. Take what resonates. These are general messages, and so there's a lot here. I feel like if this is going too long, I'm just going to leave it there, and we're going to finish with this energy, okay? The Two of Clubs speaks about unhealthy competition, jealousy, envy, discomfort. Yeah, feeling kind of conflicted within too. Some of you might be feeling conflicted within, and so the ancestors are saying, it's time to review. All right, you guys, this is all I got for you. It's been beautiful. I want to thank you, our ancestors, our spirit guides, and till I see you, you know what I mean? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know if this resonated. I love you guys so very much. Peace. I'm out.